Greetings, lovely citizens, Qutatron here. This is 4.3.2 PTU, and I bought brand new SHIV. Purely for content. I don't like to buy ships in Pledge Store. I like to achieve ships in-game, but I have second account and I can do my Zero to Hero series in my second account, so at least today I try to answer the question if the Grace SHIV is worth your attention. This is literally Atlas Black with additional stuff around. We have really nice industrial / post-apocalyptic details on this ship. Additional engines on each side. The iconic Atlas series wings are now much different, but canopy is very similar. We don't have side doors, unfortunately, but we have engines from Valkyrie. I really like it, to be honest, but these engines are not vital. As we see, we have some additional stuff, we have some additional lights on the roof. We have here very weird looking weapons. I will show you stats, weapons and components little bit later. I really like the livery of this ship and this fin on the roof. But as we see, we have some orange, some greens, some blacks, browns, more greens, some silver / rusty stuff. This is pretty cool ship. More Drake than Drake itself. Okay, let's go inside. The cargo ramp is the same like in Atlas Black, but we have two access points here and here. Very nice animated. Can I go inside? Yes, I can. We can switch lights here, and we can close the ramp. No tractor beam. As you see already, cargo area is much smaller than in Atlas Black. We have only 32 SCU of cargo here. I will test this today. I think this cargo grid isn't the best, to be honest. It looks like really divided, so I need to check this out. But maybe one big box will fit? I don't know. We will return to the space station and I check this out. But this is not cargo ship, this is heavy fighter. Habitation area, fire extinguisher, lights on and off. Interior is, to be honest, very dark. To check out additional details, we need to use our flashlight. We have two storage lockers, just like in Atlas Black, but much less storage here, only 750k in each. It's not bad. We still can transport boxes on the back, so it's not terrible. Here we have our fuse relay. Additional fuse relay is somewhere here. Yes. Here we have gun rack. Very different, because we have two racks for normal weapons like SMGs or rifles. Three smaller racks for example, pistols. Probably additional two gun racks for maybe utility. I don't have tractor beam, but probably not. 3 sidearms, 2 main arms and 1 big arm. This is great set. I really like it. 2 bunk beds, very similar to the Drake bunk beds, and engineering terminal. Let's go to the co-pilot seat first. Power on. We can use remote turret. So this turret right now is remote. We can use it like that. Or we can enter remote turret. Only 75 rounds in each of these repeaters. These repeaters are very similar to the Panthers, but they are looking like Ardors, which is weird. And this UI brings back memory. It's looking like old Drake UI. Okay, the best thing about this ship. Here I am on pilot seat. And as we see, we have these ballistic Gatlings. Over 3000 ammunition here. This is size for weapons. So we can swap it, for example, for Revenants or Attritions if you like. But I can use all the guns. So 2 size 4 and 4 size 3 guns. This ship have firepower similar to the F7A. It's of course very big target, so F7A will be still better for combat. And on top of everything, this ship isn't very tanky, and I show you this very soon. But at least we have heavy fighter with very nice firepower. And some cargo space on the back. And interior. So this ship is probably my favorite ship right now. I can do literally everything I really like in this game. I can fight, I can loot, I can fly from place to place very fast, because this ship is even faster than Cutlass Black, and on top of everything is looking great. In my opinion, of course. I am the Drake guy. And this is something just created somewhere in the hellhole of the verse by madmen, made from different parts of other ships. Alright, let's look at the stats. And this is very important. SHIV is available right now only in PTU, so everything can be changed. We are on spviewer.eu. These stats are available right now and straight away. Total health point 34k HP, but body have only 5000 HP, less than in case of Cutlass Black, and Cutlass Black isn't very tanky. So this is not a tank, and this is big target. So you need to be cautious using this ship. Damage modifier minus 38%. I don't see signatures anywhere. Okay, about 10k, so at least SHIV can be pretty much stealthy. DPS isn't very important because we can swap this weapon for something else. Cargo grid only 32 SCU, but still 32 SCU in heavy fighter. This is nice. This ship definitely isn't good hauler. You can do some small cargo contracts using SHIV, but in my opinion this ship is much better to destroy other ships and steal components, or maybe destroy other ships and steal valuable cargo. Fuel, 32 SCU of hydrogen, lot of hydrogen fuel here. Quantum fuel 1.65 SCU, which is a little bit less than in Cutlass Black. Cutty Black have 1.8, but still it's not terrible. Expedition time over 4 minutes, claim time 18 minutes, and over 14,000 expedite cost. Speed SCM 219 479 meters per second. This ship is faster than Cutlass Black, and also nav speed is higher, 1175 meters per second. Pitch, yaw and roll 50, 42, 137. This ship is not only fast as hell, is also maneuverable as hell. This maneuverability is the best if we're talking about heavy fighters. Even Mirai Guardian have worse maneuverability, and definitely this ship is overall more mobile than Cutlass Black. But I think this will be nerfed very fast. Weapons, as I mentioned before, 2 size 4 guns for pilot, and additional 4 size 3 guns in remote turret. Remote turret is slaved to the pilot, but can be operated by co-pilot. 8 size 3 and 8 size 4 missiles. Very similar amount of missiles like in case of Cutlass Black, which is okay. Components: single size 2 power plant, single size 2 shield, so this ship is definitely not tanky, and 2 size 2 coolers and 1 size 2 quantum drive. Stock components are civilian, only these weird weapons are unique for this ship. Let's look at these weird weapons. First, size 4 breakneck ballistic gatling. Ammo count 3500. Very nice ammo count. But alpha damage is low, only 52 damage per round. RPM is pretty good, 1100. Speed is as well pretty good, 1450, which is similar to the NDBs or to the Omniskies. Range 3 kilometers. If we're talking about burst DPS, as we see, is much lower than in case of Revenant. Revenant have over 1200 DPS and breakneck only 950. So this gun isn't too powerful, but at least have nice amount of ammunition. I could still swap it for example, Attrition 4, which is slower, much slower, but have better alpha damage, better DPS, and I don't need to worry about ammunition. M6 Ace also could be very good. But overall this ballistic gatling isn't terrible. But these Tormentors repeaters are pretty worrying. Let's see at burst DPS. Less than 500 damage per second. Even stock Panther repeaters have better DPS. And this is the same speed, the same range, even worse spread than Panthers, worse health. So Tormentor S3 laser repeaters are just worse Panthers. But let's check out how these weapons will perform in the real fight. Maybe on the paper they are not pretty good, but maybe in practice they will be much better. We will see. Let's find a nice contract. For example, one of this Siege Surprise Frontier Fighters Squad. Accept. We will fight with other heavy fighters. This mission isn't very easy, but if I will be not able to do it, I just return to the Obituary and swap these weapons for Attritions and Ardor repeaters. So yeah, we will see each other in the moment. Okay, here we are. Let's go to the emission cloud. We try to not crash my ship. And now let's wait. Main target is here. Let's go. I'm not using... Whoa, they are using missiles, but I don't want to. Let's go decoupled or coupled. Countermeasures. Avoiding. If we're talking about maneuverability, it's very floaty. It's heavy ship. And my tail is red already. Let's go for gimbals. Okay. Go to the nav mode. Go to Pyro 5. Oh no. No. To Pyro 1. Fast! Fast! Okay. Whoa. I'm safe. So, if we're talking about maneuverability, the max speed of maneuverability is high. But ship feels very floaty and very heavy. Tail of this ship have very low HP. I check out on Aircle.games very quickly how much HP it have. So as we see, body have only 5000 and tail have only 2000 HP. Definitely not good. Engines are pretty bulky, but this tail, not the best. Alright, we will see each other in Obituary. Let's test some land vehicles. What actually fits inside of the SHIV? Let's test first Cyclone. Cyclone was fitting very well inside of the Cutlass Black. What about SHIV? Oh, it's very tight fit, but it fits somewhat. So this vehicle fits, but you can't go to the pilot seat. So this is definitely no go. You can take at least couple of passengers if you have this type of vehicle, but I personally would not use it. Next thing to check out will be CSVSM, because this vehicle is much higher than Cyclone, and at least we can go inside from the front. So at least I will be able to go inside of the canopy. CSV is right now probably the best vehicle for looting bunkers and other hostile places, because we have 4 SCU cargo grid on this vehicle. Okay. We are fitting somewhat. We have still here plenty of space, so if you want to use this particular vehicle, is doable, but every time you want to go outside you need to drive out. Unfortunately, this ship don't have any other entrances inside. Only this rear ramp. Something for something. But I think as well Greycat ROC will fit here, because it's very similar in size and you can store here a couple of boxes for your minables. I like to use ATLS Geo much more than Greycat ROC right now, but if you like ROC you can do it using SHIV. But still, this is tedious. For ROC transporting it's okay because you want to drive out anyways. So to be honest, this is not a big deal. But if you want to have some type of land vehicle inside of your SHIV and use it only when it's necessary, so I think using something much smaller is best idea. Maybe mule will be better. And what I realized, which is awful, it's totally awful if we're talking about this new ship, brand freaking new ship, there is no component access in the SHIV. This is terrible. Why in 2025 we don't have access to the component in brand new ship? There is nothing around. We have something here, component housing, but we can't use it as well here. If we go to the habitation, there is still no components access anywhere. And it could be, for example, here or here. It's not a big deal. So now, it's not very big problem, but maybe when engineering will come to the game, we will have actually a problem with this. I have the last vehicle to check out. STV. STV is much smaller. Maybe I will be able to go out and enter the pilot seat. Yes, I definitely can. So, better to use something smaller. STV could be great if you like this type of vehicles. But to be honest, we don't have too much storage here. Maybe better choice will be mule. Mule is relatively the same if we're talking about wide. Let's take this out and let's test cargo grid, because I am not pretty sure what type of cargo grid we have here. Okay, as we see, I have some boxes here. First, let's take this small box and let's check out cargo grid inside. Okay, here we have cargo grid. 1, 2. Okay, only here we can put 2 boxes. So cargo grid isn't terrible. Let's take this huge 32 SCU box. Let's slap it inside. Huh. 32 SCU. One big cargo box. So, this cargo grid is better than I thought. We can still put here a couple of boxes, maybe 4 SCU here, but what is the most important for me is if we can put a smaller boxes on top. Let's see. No chance. As well this way. But here we can put 2 of this. If we put these smaller boxes here, we can't reach the cockpit, so it's definitely no-go. So I think for convenience, we can place here maximum of 36 SCU, maybe 40 SCU. If we place additional 4 SCU like here and block our way out. So definitely not the best hauler, but still having opportunity to get one of these big containers inside of your ship. Because, for example, you are just pirate. Small squadron of SHIVs can steal nice amount of cargo, even from the biggest cargo haulers in the verse. Would I use it for cargo running? Absolutely not. You can buy right now, for example, Argo Raft, which is superior. If we're talking about cargo hauling, Raft can fit 6 of these biggest boxes. So yeah, this is the best choice if you want to do some pure cargo running. But for looting, I think this ship is more than enough. Alright, I changed loadout of these guns. I have 2 size 4 attritions and 4 size 3 ardor repeaters on this ship right now, so we will check it out in the combat. If you like this video so far, please consider subscribing, hit bell icon to be up to date with upcoming videos, tests and gameplays. And if you want to help this channel to be better, please check out pinned comment. You can get this cool beam eye tracker. This is just software. You don't need any additional gear to use eye tracking and to enjoy StarCitizen. Steering your camera using only your head. I am using right now literally only small camera on my laptop, and the best thing about beam eye tracker is you can check it out absolutely for free before you buy. So in my opinion, this is a very fair deal. Check it out. Please tell me in the comment what do you think about this, and definitely check these links, check my referral links, because you are helping this channel using my referral link and buying this software directly from the Beam Eye Tracker website. And on top of everything, I prepared for you a quick guide how to set everything up to make things much easier. Let's try to find the same contract. Okay, here we have Siege, Surprise, Frontier Fighters, Squad. What I actually need to destroy this time? Anvil Hurricane. This will be tough fight. And now, if you slap 6 repeaters on your ship, you have only 57 rounds in each. So maybe better to use cannons. Cannons are less power hungry, so maybe this will be better choice for you. I will definitely check it out in PU, in the next patch of course in PU. But for now, let's enjoy fighting in this brand new ship. And let's go to the asteroid mining base. We will see each other in the moment. Okay, my target is there. Let's go. I am tanking everything as you see, and I'm dead. That was not a good fight. So be better pilot. This ship isn't overpowered fighter. I was using Guardian to complete these missions and that was much easier. But maybe I just can't fly. I need to learn how to fly in the SHIV. It's maneuverable, it's fast, but it's a very big target and have very low HP. So you definitely don't want to tank so much firepower, like in case of this freaking hurricane. Alright, we will see each other in the space station. Alright, let's review the SHIV. Is SHIV new better Cutlass? Yes and no. Better speed, better maneuverability, much more firepower, especially if we're talking about solo players. But your co-pilot will have much more fun using this quad size-free turret than in case of Cutlass Black. But if we're talking about utility, SHIV can't transport so much stuff like Cutlass Black, so it's a trade. We have very nice and convenient cargo grid for 32 SCU of cargo. We can transport some of land vehicles, but not too much, especially if we're talking about Cyclone. You can drive inside, but you can't go inside of the habitation area. This ship costs $150. I just upgraded my starter package to buy this ship exclusively for content. And I can imagine when Nyx will be in the game, we will be able to get this ship in-game. So, I don't know, it's a good deal. But for me, this ship is very special. This ship have everything I really wanted from any other ship. Maybe it's a little bit too big for my taste, because, you know, I would love to see something in size of the cutter with bigger guns and better engines. But to be honest, SHIV is good enough for me, and I love this dystopian and industrial style. That's everything for today. I was Qutatron, and as always, thanks for watching, have a great day, and bye bye. Oh, I totally forgot. This ship has something that Cutlass Black don't have. Let's look at the toilet. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm a smuggler, a pirate, a goddamn thief. Got a brand new SHIV with guns like teeth.